It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Begin the drive with Chubb. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
The gun. Here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Williams with 3rd and long. His first throw is an interception. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Chased out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Tight end going in motion here. Escapes the pocket. This one's caught. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
3rd and just 2 to go. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast.
Stop short of the goal line. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Gibbs. Scores. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. He puts some juice on a deep throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he doesn't get much. A small pickup down to the 42. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. A give left side for Gibbs. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Chubb. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. Williams on the play action. Buying some time right. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Third down. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help for.
It's a fake from deep on their own half. This is caught, and the fake works to perfection. He's got the first down.
You know what, Kate, this reminds me of? It reminds me of Hoosiers, when the character says, "I'll make it." When the coach makes that kind of call and puts the trust in the kicker, well, the kicker's got to make it. He's got to deliver, and he does just that with a great throw and a big-time play.
First down, Williams. That one's complete, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. Williams to throw on first. It's into the hands of Chubb. Head out of bounds after a small gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, "Hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league."
Here's Chubb on second down. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Working quickly here. To the air, third and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. They're out and set, first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's six the other way.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. A new rule starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, it's Goff. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Juke the defender. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
76! 76! DC!
First down, and they go right back to him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
He finds him right side. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. And in for the Detroit touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying the time for that play that led to the score.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First down throw by Williams. He lofts it deep left. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though, with 15 seconds left. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So 2nd down coming up. Working from the gun, Williams has the connection to Adunze. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they pick him off again. And the Lions do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. From his own end zone, here we go. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. First down throw from Goff. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Goff on 1st and 10. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's got it near the 8. Touchdown, Detroit. As they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Off the play fake, Williams. Has his man, it's Odunze. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Chubb up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Offense in the hurry up here. from just shy of midfield on second down. Chubb brings it in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now Williams. He'll get this complete to Chubb. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Working quickly here. From the 28. That throw behind his intended target.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Williams from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
On fourth down, it's Williams. He's got it to his running back. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears start the second half with some needed points. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He cuts it back right. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 3-possession game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. We send a man in motion. Williams on the play action. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Oh no, they get him yet again. Arnold has it. And this isn't result quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. So now, after being backed up just a bit, another 1st and goal. Montgomery. Runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rob.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Chooses to bring this one out. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The give inside to Chung. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Offense up to the line fast. From the 20 on 2nd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Hauled in left side. And this one does not go far. Offense in the hurry up here. Williams throwing on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new... Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Escapes out to the left. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 3rd down, they'll go with Chubb. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. They connect for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for first down. Running left, it's Chubb on the toss. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Working quickly here. They go with Chubb here. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. So the penalty is going to back him up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for third down. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Williams. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Williams will look to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 16 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Into the second level past the 30. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions rolling here in a laugher. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. They'll try Gibbs again. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So now from a bit further back, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is gone. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll go for it. Goff. And in for the Detroit touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Lions have it again after yet another interception.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.